Hey, how are you? Your favorite photographer Akshay here, and welcome to the Basic Photography series. Today we are going to learn about what is shutter speed and how it controls the exposure in your camera. Shutter in a camera is something that covers the sensor. The shutter speed refers to the speed of the shutter opening and exposing the sensor to the light. You can understand it better by an example of your eye. Let us consider your eye as the sensor of the camera and your eyelid as the shutter. If you keep your eyes closed and just open it for a split second, the light will travel into your eye for a split second. The same mechanism is used in the camera where the shutter opens for a split second and the light is exposed on the sensor. If you have a faster shutter speed, that means you are keeping the shutter open for less time, so less light will come in. And if your shutter speed is slower, that means you're keeping the shutter open for longer time, that means more light will come in. You can see the shutter speed here on the screen. In this case, it says 1 by 100. That means the shutter will be open for 1/100th of a second. Always remember, the shutter speed is displayed as a fraction of time. If you think 100th of a second is fast, some cameras can go up to 1/4000th of a second or even 1/8000th of a second. You can pause the video and process that information. Shutter speed is used, of course, to expose the sensor to the light for a fraction of a second, but it is also used to freeze the motion. If your shutter speed is very fast, for example 1/200th of a second or even 1/500th of a second, it can help you to freeze motion. You can use faster shutter speeds at sporting events where you want to freeze the motion, where you want to freeze the player in time. But with slower shutter speeds like 1/50th of a second or 1/30th of a second, you can add creative motion blur in your picture. You can also take pictures on lower shutter speeds like 1 second, 2 seconds, 10 seconds, even 30 seconds. Most of the camera today give you the option of shooting on custom shutter speeds. With such slower shutter speeds, you get into the realm of long exposure photography. In this, you can shoot smooth water flows, light trails, and even stars. I would suggest the beginners to shoot on a shutter speed more than 1/100th of a second. This way you will avoid the shaky pictures. I hope you understood what shutter speed is. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to Ray Photography. I will see you in the next one. With such slower shutter speed